Hi everyone, welcome back to Chandan Logics. I hope all you guys are doing well and good, right? And today we'll be going to discuss all about regarding socio-religious reform movements, and based on this particular concept we'll be going to discuss MCQs, right? And as well as along with the questions, even I'll be going to explain about each and every solution too. And even by through these MCQs you'll be going to learn the concepts also. So maximum today we'll be going to cover all the socio-religious reform movements, and as well as what are the different type of format questions you can expect from this particular concept in the history part, okay? And everyone, those who are attending the live session, try to share this live interactive session with all the aspirants who were preparing for different competitive examinations, right? And also don't forget to click the like button. Now let me begin the session so that we can discuss here along with the questions. We'll be going to cover the concept also, right? Yes, good morning everyone. Try to share this live session with other aspirants also, because I think so like other may not have a clear idea related to this particular session in English channel. So better to share this information with all other aspirants also, okay? And now let me begin the session here with the first question. Who was the first Indian to receive Raman Magsay Award for his contribution to the community leadership? Baba Amte, Acharya Vinoba Bhave, Varghese Kuren, Arvind Kejriwal. And here, those who were attending the live session, at least try to give your answers in the comments, okay? Even if you are unaware regarding that particular socio-religious reform or else any other questions in this session, no issues, just at least give a try, okay? If it is like even if your answer is wrong, then no problem. Anyway, I'll be going to explain you along with the solution, okay na? Yes. So here if we can move, the first Indian to receive Raman Magsay Award, that was Acharya Vinoba Bhave. So here, if you can observe, especially the first Indian who won Raman Magsay Award for the journal, and also what is the major objective to give this particular Raman Magsay Award, that is for the contribution to the community leadership. So based on this community leadership concept, that is even Vinoba Bhave's contribution was major. So by recognizing the contributions of Vinoba Bhave, here the award was given, and first Indian to receive this particular award is Vinoba Bhave for the contribution related to the community leadership, okay? Now let me move to the next question here. Mother Teresa, the founder of Missionaries of Charity, was born on 13th January 1912, 26th August 1910, 2nd February 1913, 15th May 1907. Yes, good morning everyone. Move to the next question. Here, one thing you have to observe, that is, rather than the question, focus on the concept called the Missionaries of Charity. So even the question sometimes will be Missionaries of Charities was founded by whom or established by whom? So that is by Mother Teresa, okay? Even in the options you'll be having like Mother Teresa, Annie Besant, okay? So or both A and B or none of the above. Then you have to concentrate. Missionaries of Charity was established by Mother Teresa, and here the born date is on 26th August of 1910. And the other information related to Mother Teresa, if you can observe, actually she was a Roman Catholic nun, devoted her life to serving to the poor and also destitute around the world. And even in 1979, Mother Teresa was awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize. What is it actually? Even the other prize you have to consider here is Nobel Peace Prize. In the year 1979, Mother Teresa received Nobel Peace Prize, and also especially for her selfless work and the services she was given to the that is along with the around the world, and also for the poor people. The Mother Teresa's contributions recognized and even awarded in the year 1971, that is with Nobel Peace Prize, okay? And also she was the founder of the Missionaries of Charity. Yes, good morning everyone. And those who were attending the live session, just everyone share this session with all the aspirants, okay? Because a few of you were unaware regarding the sessions or the live sessions going to conduct, etc. So just share this and pass the information with all your friends and family members. Like now you'll be having this particular live, okay? Yes, moving to the next question. The book Gulamgiri was written by Jyotirao Phule, Haridas Thakur, Narayana Guru, Ramabai Shinde. Yes, moving to books and authors especially in the history part is most important, and along with books and authors sometimes the questions even in the same format, that is text and authors, okay. And also even the other area you need to concentrate is based on the slogans, or else even you can consider like few of the statements, slogans or the statements given by the eminent personalities. The questions maximum most probably you were rising from these three areas in the history part too, okay. Yes. Gulamgiri, the book was written by whom? Option A, Jyotirao Phule, Haridas Thakur, Narayan Guru, Ramabai Shinde. Fine. Now if we can move to the answer, that is by Jyotirao Phule. Maximum of you have mentioned exact answer. Very good everyone, very good. Yes. So now even if you can observe here, so related to the book called Gulamgiri, which was written by Jyotirao Govindrao Phule, and he was born in Pune, was a great social reformer. And also try to mention the comment section what was a particular socio-religious like a reform movement, okay. Like what was the socio-religious or a socio-reform movement that Jyotirao Phule brought into the concept, okay. So just if you have any idea, you can mention the concept so that you can cover many more, okay. And also especially here you can consider this Gulamgiri book actually focusing on the American movement, that is to free the slaves, and he linked the conditions of the black slaves, okay, in America with those of lower caste in India. So especially Jyotirao Phule worked for the lower caste people and also wanted to eradicate this particular system called like the preferences or this inequalities between the lower caste, upper caste, etc. So especially he focused based on this discrimination in the society, okay. Especially in India he worked for this particular concept. Are you clear? And also Gulamgiri is also the book which is focusing on the lower caste in India. That means here actually he described about the American movement, that is to free the slaves, and also he compared that is along with India, okay. So that they are actually to free the slaves in American, but here in India based on the concept of lower caste, so he linked in that particular book called Gulamgiri book, okay na. Next, in which year was Satyashodak Samaj founded by Jyotirao Phule? So just now as I have informed you, if you have any idea what was the reform which was brought by Jyotirao Phule, right? So that is actually the Samaj was Satyashodak Samaj. Even this particular concept you have to concentrate. So especially in which year this particular reform was founded by Jyotirao Phule? 1865, 1873, 1861 or 1870? Yes, hi everyone, good morning. Yes Suresh, it's our pleasure always. And also National Parks video, already the session was done, right? Yes Suresh, always we were here to support you guys. Just you people try to share our sessions with other aspirants also, so that our videos can reach to many more aspirants, and also these videos can help them definitely. 1873 option B, 1865, 1865, 1873, Satyashodak Samaj, which was bought especially founded and by Jyotirao Phule in 1873. And this Satyashodak Samaj, which was formed by Jyotirao Phule in Maharashtra in the year 1873. And this Satyashodak Samaj actually aimed, and that is related to spread the education among the lower caste people to make them aware of their rights. So especially the education towards like education related to among the lower caste people, and also letting them know, that means making them literate to make their to know their rights, okay. So that is all about Satyashodak Samaj, which is focusing on the lower caste people in India, and this was established by Jyotirao Phule in the year 1873, okay na, that is in Maharashtra. Next, who was the founder of Satyashodak Samaj in the 19th century? Swami Vivekananda, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, B.R. Ambedkar, Jyotiba Phule. Just now as I have informed you, in the that is in the year 1873, Satyashodak Samaj was brought into the scenario, right? Yes. Yes, Vikram Sena, definitely based on Indus Valley civilization. In the upcoming class I will be going to take, okay. Yes, Samatha, this is actually particularly for other state students also. So this session is completely in English, okay? Yes, just now we have discussed. Yes, Sri, always we were here and everyone try to share the sessions so that maybe other aspirants can also helpful with these videos. Yes, just now we have discussed what is that Satyashodak Samaj was established by Jyotiba Phule. Next, the Aligarh movement was started by Dr. Makfar Ahmad, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Maulana Manzoor Hasan, Syed Ahmad Khan. Yes. Yes, Suri, based on TS movement, okay. So if it is possible, in Chandan Logic's other channel is there, right? So there, if it is possible, I'll take 2 or 3 sessions based on TS movement, MCQ based sessions, okay na? Yes, definitely. Option B, option C, option D. Syed Ahmad Khan, Aligarh movement was started by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Option B. Option D, option B. Yes. Now if we can move here, Aligarh movement which was established and started by Syed Ahmad Khan. So now if we can move related to the movement called Aligarh movement, what it is actually focused on, Aligarh movement. So this particular systematic movement aimed at reforming the social, political and educational aspects, especially of the Muslim community. What it is actually, especially based on the Muslim community, like related to the educational systems and also even related to social and political systems. So especially focusing on the community of Muslim community. And also he founded Scientific Society in the year 1863. This is majorly to translate the major of the works in the sciences and the modern arts into Urdu language. So even that is the famous objective related to the Scientific Society also, okay. Rather than Aligarh movement, even the other was that Scientific Society which was established and started by Syed Ahmad Khan. And one thing you have to concentrate, Aligarh movement is actually focusing on the education system and also social reforms, that is also related to the political system, developments for the community called for the Muslim community, okay. So focusing on this particular community, here Syed Ahmad Khan started Aligarh movement and also he started Scientific Society also in the year 1863, okay na. Next, who founded the Servants of Indian Society in 1905? Syed Ahmad Khan, Annie Besant, Rajaram Mohan Roy, Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Yes, Premalata, good morning. Yes, Servants of Indian Society in the year 1905 was started by whom? Yes, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, option D. Yes, Sagar, option D. Indira, option D. Suresh, option D. Yes, Sri, option D. Fine. Now if we can move here, absolutely correct, very good everyone, very good, the response from you guys is very good and continue our preparation in the same way, okay. Yes, so that here, Servants of Indian Society which was established in the year 1905 actually, that is by Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and which is actually on the date, if you want just you can take down, on 12th June in the year 1905 by Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Especially if you can observe here, along with Gopal Krishna Gokhale, the other small group of educated Indians like Natesh Apache Dravid, okay, Gopal Krishna Diodar, Anant Patharvadan, who wanted to promote the social human development and also to overthrow the British rule in India. So even with this particular concept, they have started, that is the society called Servants of India Society in the year 1905. The major role which was played by Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and along with him the other persons were also joined, okay na? That is also especially to promote the social and human development and also to overthrow the British rule in India. So with that main motto here, this particular society called Servants of Indian Society was established in the year 1905. And along with this, even all these people along with Gopala Krishna Gokhale, they have started the publication of the Hitavada, which is the organ of this particular society called Servants of Indian Society, especially in English, that is from Nagpur, which commenced in the year 1911. Okay, that is the Hitavada publication. Next, who started the temple entry movement in 1927? Medha Patkar, Bhimrao Ambedkar, Vinoba Bhave, Mahatma Gandhi. What it is actually about the temple entry movement in the year 1927. And one thing everyone concentrate on the years also, okay. Sometimes like about the reforms or the movements or the events took place, and even in the master following format questions you will be getting the years also. So just to concentrate, like Servants of Indian Society in 1905. Right, and even temple entry movement in 1927. So here you guys can learn even the concepts through MCQs also. Yes. Temple entry movement was started in the year 1927, but who started that particular movement called temple entry movement? Option B, Bhimrao Ambedkar. Yes. Now let me explain the answer here. That is absolutely correct everyone. Very good, very good. That is by Bhimrao Ambedkar. And then as you well known that Ambedkar belonged to a Mehar family, and in 1927 he started the temple entry movement. What is the objective that to start this temple entry movement? That is which was resented by the Brahmin priest. And Ambedkar led the three such movements for temple entry between 1927 and 1935. Okay. So in this particular period of 1927 to 1935, nearly 3 temple entry movements were done by Bhimrao Ambedkar. Actually, for the first time in 1927, temple entry movement was started, okay, by Bhimrao Ambedkar, and even it continued up until 1935, and that is also for the 3 temple entry movements took place between the period of 1927 and 1935. Okay. Next, abolition of diarchy in the provinces was recommended by Government of India Act of 1947, GOI Act of 1858, or 1919 Government of India Act of 1935. Yes. The abolition of diarchy in the provinces. Try to concentrate here, especially the system called diarchy system, which actually got abolished especially in the provinces, according to which of the following act? Yes. Option D, Government of India Act of 1935. Option D, Government of India Act of 1935. Option C, 1919. And one thing, whatever the Government of India Acts I have mentioned you here, these all were important for you, okay. Just at least after the session, go through each and every Government of India Act and what were the provisions brought actually under each and every act, okay. Just to go through the concept, right, so that it may be helpful for your upcoming examinations also. So just to make your preparation smarter, okay na? Yes. Now if we can move here, that is according to Government of India Act of 1935, it ended the abolition of diarchy, especially in the provinces, right, and also even according to 1919 Act, diarchy was introduced. Okay, now don't be confused between these two Government of India acts. Diarchy introduced, the system was introduced in according to Government of India Act of 1919, but it abolished, that means it ended according to the Act of 1935. So make the difference and note the difference everyone between these two acts, because maybe you can come across a concept called diarchy, but related to that particular concept here, when it introduced and when it ended, the two acts you have to remember. Okay, sometimes you may be getting to confusion, so just you can overcome the confusion. Okay, now yes. Next, Aurobindo Ghosh born in Calcutta in the year 15th August of 1872, 15th August of 1972, 29th October of 1765, 25th September of 1860. Aurobindo Ghosh born in Calcutta in the year. And whatever the questions here I am raising, like related to Annie Besant, Mother Teresa, Rajaram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, and also related to Aurobindo Ghosh, right? Even Jyotirao Phule, B.R. Ambedkar. So all these persons even who played a major role, especially related to the Indian history also, you have to go through all these personalities, and also what were the reforms or what were the events or the movements conducted by these people. Just go through a glance, okay? If it is possible, one fine day even I can take a session. If it is possible, definitely I will make a session based on this concept also, like the eminent personalities and what were their role in the Indian history also. If it is possible, definitely, okay? Yes. So now if we can move here, option A is correct answer. On 15th August of 1872, and even if you want to know related to Aurobindo Ghosh, so just you can have a glance here. Actually, Aurobindo Ghosh was Indian philosopher, nationalist, poet and also yogi, and even he joined Indian movement for independence from the British rule. Especially that is one of its influential leaders, and then become a spiritual reformer, introducing his visions on the human progress and spiritual evaluation. Okay, and one thing you have to concentrate here related to Aurobindo Ghosh, so especially the Indian philosophist or else even philosopher and also Indian movement, he also participated, that is especially for the independence from the British rule. Okay, even Aurobindo Ghosh also the freedom fighter or else like the eminent leader who fought for the independence from the British rule. Okay, next, Dadabhai Naoroji was the editor of which of the following newspaper? Som Prakash, Rastgofta, Maharatha or else Samvat Kaumudi. Yes. Dadabhai Naoroji was the editor of which of the following newspapers? Option B, Rastgofta. Option A, Som Prakash. Yes. Option B, option C. Fine. Let me go through your answer, that is Rastgofta. This was the newspaper who was edited, that is by Dadabhai Naoroji, and also this Rastgofta was the Anglo-Gujarati paper, it is actually, okay, which was started in the year 1854 by Dadabhai Naoroji, and along with Dadabhai Naoroji, that is by Ssc Cgl, and championed the social reform among the Parsis in the Western India. And also one thing you have to concentrate, this Anglo-Gujarati paper which operating in Bombay and which was started in 1854 by Dadabhai Naoroji and as well as even by Ssc Cgl. Okay. Next, Neel Darpan was written by Deenbandhu Mitra to portray the oppression faced by the peasants to grow indigo in which of the following region? Madras, Assam, Gujarat and Bengal. And one thing, in this particular question, you can come across that is written by Neel Darpan and who was written and what was actually described in that particular thing. Okay, so that is all about which is portraying the oppression faced by the peasants to grow indigo in one particular region. Yes. Yes, Neel Darpan, which was written by Dinbandhu Mitra, especially to portray the operations. That means even in social religious reforms, if you can observe, not only in this particular social religious reforms, but also the other reforms or the movements, if you can observe, especially like the cash crops related to the events they have conducted, and related to the cotton mills, and also related to indigo workers. Okay, so major of the revolts were took place, and the events took place in the history. Okay. Yes, and in one of that is actually Neel Darpan, and in this particular thing, Dinbandhu Mitra described about the how actually the indigo peasants were forced to grow this particular thing. Yes, fine. Option D, Bengal. Option D, Bengal. So that, yes, perfectly all right. That is option D, Bengal. So especially Dinbandhu Mitra, the most important powerful dramatist in the of 19th century in Bengal, and wrote his first play, that is Neel Darpan, and also the oppressive behavior on the white indigo planters in Bengal in the year 1850s during that particular period. So whatever the problems faced to grow the indigo, okay, by their actually at that particular, that means in the region of Bengal, so how they have come across, and even how actually they were forced to grow this particular thing called crop called indigo. Okay, so all this were described and wrote the first play, that is by Dinbandhu Mitra. Okay, especially he portrayed this event or that particular what is the problems faced by the people of Bengal. Okay, and also here that was described in Neel Darpan. Okay, now next, who started the magazine Kesari? Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Dadabhai Nauroji, Bipin Chandrapal. Who started the magazine called Kesari? Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Dadabhai Nauroji, or else Bipin Chandrapal. The most repeated question in your previous year examinations. Option B, by Bal Gangadhar Tilak, the magazine which was started, that is Kesari magazine. Yes, fine. Yes, make it quick so that we can move to the other questions and we can discuss many more. Yes, option B, Suri, Ramhadevi, option B, fine. Yes, absolutely correct. That is the Kesari magazine, which was started by Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Especially Kesari is a Marathi newspaper, okay, and which was founded in 1881 by Lokmanya. So the title of Bal Gangadhar Tilak is Lokmanya, okay na. So even try to concentrate on this particular concept also. And Tilak, a prominent leader of Indian independence movement, and he was come up with a newspaper called Kesari newspaper, and this is in the language which was printed as Marathi newspaper it is actually, okay. And even sometimes like the newspapers, suppose like in the statement wise questions how they will be giving, let me give you an example statement here. Like Kesari was a newspaper which was started by Bal Gangadhar Tilak and which is in Hindi language. Is the statement correct? No. Actually Kesari is the Marathi newspaper, okay na. So try to concentrate even on the languages. Few number of times even in your recent examinations and also like previous year questions also, which were based on statements of newspapers or the books written by whom, okay, and what was the main objective of that particular book. So like magazines and in which language, etc. Okay na. Just to focus on these areas also. Yes. Next, who started the self-respect movement? E.V. Ramaswamy Naiga or Jyotiba Phule, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi? Yes. Those who were attending the live session, everyone need to share the session, and also like don't forget to click the like button. Definitely this video will be helpful for your upcoming examinations. Okay, for all your like SSC, bank examinations, defense, etc. and state and central examinations, definitely these questions and also we were learning the concepts through the MCQs, okay na, don't forget that thing. Yes, option A, option B, Self-respect movement was started by whom? Jyotiba Phule, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Mahatma Gandhi, E.V. Ramaswamy Nair. Option A, okay, few of you have mentioned Ramaswamy, E.V. Ramaswamy, and major of you have given the answer Jyotiba Phule. Okay. Yes. Fine. If we can move to the answer, option A is perfectly alright. Self-respect movement was started by E.V. Ramaswamy, and especially you have to concentrate here. E.V. Ramaswamy, commonly known as Periyar, okay, and even sometimes the titles or the nicknames of the eminent leaders. Suppose just now we have discussed Bal Gangadhar Tilak. What was the nickname or the title they have given? That is Lokmanya, okay, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. And moving to Periyar, that is E.V. Ramaswamy, okay, and also referred as Tantai Periyar, was an Indian social activist and the politician who started the self-respect movement and the Dravid Kazhagam. So these were the movements which was started by E.V. Ramaswamy, okay, and especially he was also known as Periyar, right, and the self-respect movement which was started by E.V. Ramaswamy Nair, okay. Yes. Next, Lala Lajpat Rai was the founder of which of the following banks? Union Bank of India, State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Punjab National Bank. Who had started the self-respect movement? Just now we have discussed. Then moving to the bank. Which one of the following bank was established by Lala Lajpat Rai? Yes. Option C, option D, Bank of Baroda, Punjab National Bank, Divya. Excuse me. Punjab National Bank, yes. Now if we can move here, absolutely correct. Lala Lajpat Rai was the established and the founder of Punjab National Bank, and even you have to consider the title also. Lala Lajpat Rai title was Punjab Kesari, okay, and he was one of the three, that is Lal Bal Pal. Are you clear? Lala Lajpat Rai, yes, and also these three, Lal Bal Pal, also known as Triumvirate, and he was also associated with the activities of Punjab National Bank and also Lakshmi Insurance Company in their early stages in the year 1894. So that was actually the major role played by Lala Lajpat Rai, and also known as Punjab Kesari, and even related to the Lathi charge, etc. So regarding his death, all things, even you can study in detail whenever we can discuss like the eminent personality series, okay. Even I will plan for that, like the famous eminent personalities, like 5 to 10 minutes of sessions, just I will record, and just if it is possible, I can definitely make a sessions on this particular eminent leaders and their works, or else even like the newspapers or the titles of those eminent personalities, and what was their role in Indian reforms and also like Indian independence movement, etc. Definitely I'll be coming up with that particular thing in the upcoming sessions, okay. Next, which among the following books were written by Jyotiba Phule? Gulamgiri, Discovery of India, Wings of Fire, My Experiment with Truth. Yes. Yes, yes, definitely. Which of the following book was written by Jyotiba Phule? Option A, Gulamgiri. Yes, yes. Those who were attending the session from the beginning, okay, you were, so those can answer easily, I think so, and perfectly also, right. Just now we have discussed, but the question was quite different. Format is different, but the concept is same, okay. So even Indian social religious reformer, that is Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, the book was written, that is Gulamgiri, and this is dedicated for the to end slavery, and also to bring, or else for the upliftment of whom? For the upliftment of the lower caste people in India. Okay. Next, which of the following newspapers was not launched by Lala Lajpat Rai? The People, Young India, Regenerator of Aryavarta, or the Punjabi? So, focus on the concept here, which was not launched by Lala Lajpat Rai. Okay. Yes. Yes. And Pavani, just to concentrate here, here the format of question is quite different, okay. The concept was repeated. So, just to give you an overview, even how the different ways the questions can be raised, so that I have like inserted the with the same question, 2 or more questions, okay now. Yes, Young India, option B. Which of the following was not launched by Lala Lajpat Rai? The newspaper. Yes, absolutely correct. That is Young India. So, even the other newspapers like the People, Regenerator of Aryavarta, the Punjabi, all these were launched by Lala Lajpat Rai. But moving to Young India, this was a weekly paper or a journal in English that was published by Mahatma Gandhi, that is from 1919 to 1931. That means, as you well known, even Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi returned to India in the from South Africa in 1915, right? Then later on he started with this 1919, the Young India weekly paper, and before that in the year 1917 in Champaran Satyagraha, right? So here Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi first came into the event, that is in Champaran Satyagraha. And even if you want to know in detail what were the events actually were conducted and when Mahatma Gandhi came to India, all about that thing related to Gandhian era, already the previous session I have took, right. So if you want to listen, you can go back to the session and try to go through the MCQs of the Gandhian era, so that you can come to know what were the events conducted by Mahatma Gandhi and the chronology, etc. So in detail already we have discussed in that particular session, okay now. Yes. Next question. After the acquittal of Sri Aurobindo Ghosh from jail in 1909, he launched 2 weekly journals. What were those? Dainik Jagran in Hindi and Manorama in Malayalam. Anand Bazar in Hindi and Manorama in Malayalam. Karma Yoga in English and Dharma Bengali. Dainik Jagran in Hindi, Anand Bazar in Hindi. Yes. Yes, after the acquittal of Sri Aurobindo Ghosh from jail, he launched actually the 2 weekly journals. So that were Karma Yogi in English and Dharma in Bengali. So these were the 2 weekly journals launched by Aurobindo Ghosh when actually he after acquittal from the jail in the year 1909. Okay, so these were the 2 weekly reviews, and the English, that were a weekly review of national religion, literature, science and philosophy. Next, the Satyashodhak Samaj was founded by Swami Dayanand Saraswati, Swami Vivekananda, Jyotiba Phule, Rajaram Mohan Roy. And one thing concentrate here, Rajaram Mohan Roy came with the socio-religious reform movement called Brahma Samaj. Yes. And then moving to Swami Dayanand Saraswati, it is all above, just mention in the comment section, and also related to Swami Vivekananda. Okay, so that is actually about Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. If you can have a clear idea related to this particular concept, okay, so related to Swami Vivekananda and Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, then you can easily come up with what was the movement or which was actually like the major role played in the Indian history part. And also the one option I have left for you, what was the religious reform movement which was brought by Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Okay, what is that actually? Can you guess? Yes. So that is Arya Samaj. Okay, take a list of remaining options also. Okay, so that is Arya Samaj, which was established by Dayanand Saraswati, and even moving to Jyotiba Phule. So here it is perfect answer related to Satyashodhak Samaj for the upliftment of the lower caste people. Yes, Swami Dayanand Arya Samaj. Very good, very good. Yes, related to Swami Vivekananda, that is Ramakrishna Mission. Fine. Okay, now even in your examination, if the question based on match the following and the events they have started, I think so now you can answer clearly, right? Yes, actually Satyashodak Samaj was a truth seeker society which was a social reform movement founded in the year 1873. Next, veteran freedom fighter, social reformer and feminist Savitri Bai Phule hailed from which of the following states of India? Maharashtra, Odisha, Rajasthan, Gujarat. Yes. Fine. Arya Samaj. Option A, Maharashtra. Veteran freedom fighter, social reformer and feminist. Hailed from which of the following states of India? Maharashtra, yes, మీరు బెల్ ఐకాన్ క్లిక్ చేసి పెట్టుకోండి ఆల్ నోటిఫికేషన్స్ ఓకే సో దట్ యూ కెన్ గెట్ all the notifications related to the classes. Yes, related to that it is Maharashtra. A veteran freedom fighter, feminist Savitri Bai Phule hailed from Maharashtra, and here moving to the concept, she was an Indian social reformer and educationist and poet from Maharashtra, and also she was the first female teacher of India. Try to concentrate on the significance also related to Savitri Bai Phule, okay, Jyotirao Phule wife. Next, who among the following is known as the father of Muslim Renaissance in Bengal? Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Amir Ali, Nawab Abdul Latif Khan, Nawab Salimullah Khan. Yes. Next, who was known as the father of Muslim Renaissance in Bengal? Yes, Manasa, related to group 4 English book or some other things, whatever you have doubts related to any courses or books or else any material, once contact the scrolling down, okay, the numbers were scrolling down below, so just contact the numbers and whatever the doubts you have or else like what are the queries you have, you can ask them, they will give you the complete details, okay. Yes, moving to your answer, that is Nawab Abdul Latif Khan, who was actually known as the father of Muslim Renaissance in the region of Bengal. And also his title Nawab was awarded by British in the year 1880 actually. And also he was one of the first Muslim in 19th century in India who got to embrace the idea of modernization. That is Nawab Abdul Latif Khan, and also known as the father of Muslim Renaissance in Bengal. Okay, is it clear everyone? Yes, Suri, related to group 4 English, right? So just if you have any doubts related to group 4 English or etc., just once contact us, so just will be giving the complete information for you, and what is your query, just explain us, okay, so that based on that we will come up with a solution. And then yes, so that here moving to the thing, one more you have to observe here, especially in our today's class we have come up with the socio-religious reform movements, yes, and also through the questions we have come up with the years, yes, that means suppose like when it was established, suppose like Satyashodak Samaj in which year and what it actually focuses on, that means what was the objective, and also even moving to the founders or the leaders, yes, Then moving to the newspapers or else the books. Okay, like Gulamgiri etc. we have discussed, and the weekly journals like Young India etc. And also next related to the nicknames. Okay, along with the questions parallelly we have covered those particular thing also. Yes, and also most probably we have covered related to these areas. And even one more session also I will take, okay, not only this one session related to social religious reform movements, but also many more sessions we will be going to take in the further upcoming classes also. But like the most probably we have discussed these areas, okay, the basics we have covered in the session. And in next social religious reform movements, again one session, other session also I will be going to take. So in that session, completely based on the chronology or else like all the reform movements, the list I will be going to explain for you in detail, okay now. So first, once if you were perfect with these things or these areas, so that even in the upcoming classes also, like whenever I will be going to explain for you, so once if you were perfect with the basic questions, then we can move to the some moderate questions also, okay, and also some statement questions we can discuss in the next session. Yes, and information for you guys who were preparing for Ssc Cgl examination. So here actually the new batch was launched in Chandan Logics app. Even it is separately in Telugu medium and English medium, and also test series also launched for you. And also these test series were actually prepared based on your new examination pattern, okay. So still if you have any queries, you can contact the below numbers. And along with that, for RRB or railway examinations or SSC, bank, even defense, ISET, RPF or else CSAT, UPSC CSAT paper to write. So for all these examinations also, complete courses along with combo batches were available for you guys. So if you have any queries related to the prices etc., just you can contact us, and the links will be provided in the description for you. And along with that, major of you were asking related to, like major of the students requested, that is to upload the PDFs of these classes, right? Yes, definitely. Already we were doing our part, that is once if you download Chandan Logics app, in that study material option, you will be having all the free PDF materials, okay, related to current affairs and related to all the classes we were taking in YouTube. So all these PDFs will be provided freely for all the aspirants to help for your competitive examinations. So utilize this availability in a worthful manner, okay. Yes. Yes, after this session, even you will be having a live at 10:45 in Chandan Logics channel, okay na. So in that, we will be going to discuss related to layers of atmosphere, all the MCQs in Telugu and in English, okay na. In bilingual, there I will be going to explain at 10:45 AM. So everyone get joined, because some of you have mentioned that you were not getting the notifications etc. So there even just now I am informing guys for you at 10:45 AM, okay, after this session I will be going to take a session in that Chandan Logics channel also, okay na. Yes, the concept related to geography, layers of atmosphere at 10:45. Yes, Sujata, there is a class at 10:45, done. Yes, I hope this session was useful for you guys, and many more questions based on socio-religious reforms, definitely from moderate to difficult questions also. More 2 classes required for socio-religious reforms. So definitely I will plan in the upcoming sessions, okay. So until that, stay tuned, and at 10:45 you can join the live with me, okay, that is related to the concept of geography, layers of the atmosphere, the different questions we will be going to discuss there. Thank you guys, we will be meeting in the next session. Until that, stay tuned, and all the best for your upcoming examinations. Yes, Suri, thank you so much, and follow the classes regularly, and try to share these sessions with all other aspirants, okay, and don't forget to click the like button. Yes. Still, if you have any doubts, mention in the comment section, or the requirements of the concepts I can go through. S. Vikram Sena, the next session is at 10:45.